and what treacherous conditions we saw earlier today during the boat races. In fact, after one of the boat races, we saw the program completely changed because of the difficulties encountered by the boat crews and quite a number of other people in the surf at that time. So let's go through the finalists in the open boat final. Merryweather, they're in the red boat. Austinmere, they're in one of the three white boats in it. They're in lane 2. Bilgola in the yellow boat in 3. Freshwater in the white boat in 4. Surfers Paradise and the light blue boat are in 5. And Grange from South Australia are in the other white boat. They're over in station 6, which is the one furthest away from that angle. You can see the Grange there quite clearly on the back of their boat. So they're lining up now. Any favourites here, Mick?
Well, I guess that the Merryweather crew have been going very well all day, and of course it'd be interesting to see how the Surfers Paradise team go as well. They've come all the way down from Queensland, and they competed. They were supposed to compete yesterday up at the Sun 10 Carnival at Maroochydore, but elected to come down here to Freshwater and compete in this carnival instead. And from all reports, they've been doing very well in Queensland this year. And the start of this race and through the break is going to be all important. And off they go. And it's an even start, a good start. It'll be about another 3 or 4 strokes before they hit their first little wave. And the northern end in this particular arena has been the one that's been the best all day. The northern end, the waves are slightly smaller up that end, and so the Grange, South Australia and Surfers Paradise crews are immediately off to a good start up the other end. You can see Grange, who are on the bottom of your screen, have gone to about a half a length to a length lead. But as we said in the previous race, anything can happen, and it'll be interesting to see how they get through these waves. Now there's the first wave, and immediately the boats have taken water, and it's a difficult one to come back from that because the boats take water, and then it's so hard for the rowers to struggle through. And that was the Freshwater crew who pulled about half a boat full of water then, and that's going to make it very difficult for them to come back from that at all. Okay, it looks like the Merryweather crew might have also had a little bit of problems because in the lead it looks like Surfers Paradise and the sky blue, the light blue boat are in front, and they're doing it very well. And to their right, it looks like it might be the Freshwater crew have come up. So the Freshwater crew have come up from that early setback and have moved back up into second place and are doing very, very well.
Yes, Grange and Bilgola both copped very bad wash from that first wave they went through. Merryweather over on the far side sticking with them, so the full boat's still there. From the top of the screen, Merryweather, Austinmere, and then we've got Freshwater, and on the bottom of the screen is Surfers Paradise. So those four are still in it, and don't think that the other two are out of it, because most of the action is when they turn around and come back, and if a big set comes up, anything's likely to happen today.
Okay, we just had a good close-up then of the Surfers Paradise crew with the sky blue hat and the yellow star on top. They're really laying into their stroke, and this is a long, long boat race. They put the cans out a long way because the waves are breaking out so far, and these guys are really going to be trying hard, and they're going to be in a lot of pain by the time they get round that can and start heading back to the beach. As we said earlier, the northern end of the beach seems to have favoured the competitors, and they almost seem to be in a straight line, David, looking from the north end of the beach down towards the southern end.
Well, they're getting out towards the cans at the moment. Won't be too long before we see them turn and head back into the beach. And it's certainly a long way out from where we sit here, high aloft next to the clubhouse, and there we are. They're about to turn. The first boat to turn looked to be Surfers Paradise, then Freshwater. Austinmere over there in station 2 about to turn, and so too is Merryweather. So as they head back towards the beach, and it's Surfers Paradise and Freshwater, these two boats going together, and won't the crowd go berserk if the local boat Freshwater can get home here. But don't write off Merryweather and Austinmere over in stations 1 and 2. There's nothing more than about 3 boat lengths covering first to last at the moment, and Grange and Bilgola still have big chances despite being back in 5th and 6th position, because the waves today really have taken their toll. Quite a few boat crew have been injured. Certainly during the open belt final earlier on today, we saw almost a tragedy when 2 or 3 boats actually, well, they sank really, didn't they? They had to have quite a few lifesavers go out into the surf to physically empty the water out of them and bring them back to the beach. And that's quite likely to happen again should a big set come up, which doesn't seem evident at the moment. But the way this beach has been going today, there'll certainly be a big set rolling in the not too distant future.
And David, you can see a wave coming up behind them here. I don't think they'll get it, but they'll certainly get a run on it. And the Freshwater crew are pulling as hard as they can. On the right of your screen, you can see the maroon and white quartered caps, and the Surfers Paradise crew there with the sky blue boat. They're doing well. They've come into the rip area. Now notice how the water there is sort of moving out fairly quickly, and it's so turbulent there because the waves have been breaking there all day, and they're coming in. And I can tell you what, off the screen there's a set coming out the back, and this could make a huge difference to these guys. And it's still Surfers Paradise in front, and they're going up against some waves coming up for the crews out the back, and this is going to make a huge difference. Bilgola could even end up coming through from way out the back. This is an enormous set, you can see, and there they are, and it looks like it's the Bilgola crew have come from second last or even last place on a monstrous wave out the back. Have a look at the size of that. Now, can they hang on to it? And Surfers Paradise look like they've elected not even to go down that wave.
Surfers Paradise, though, they've got about 40 or 50 metres to go to the beach. Bilgola almost in the centre of the beach. They're about to lose the boat. Oh, and there they go. And they've lost that wave. They're hanging on pretty well, though. It's been a pretty good performance so far from the Bilgola crew, but Surfers Paradise are going to win the boat race. Surfers Paradise come through and win it now.
Okay, Surfers Paradise have taken it out. Freshwater coming across the line in second place, and Bilgola have struggled to get across the line without their sweep, and they're about to cross the line. You can see just coming up on your screen almost now, right in front of the camera. There they are. They've struggled across the line without their sweep, caught a monstrous wave out the back, and did very, very well to get across. So an amazing finish there. Surfers Paradise holding on, getting onto a little wave in front, and Bilgola cracking a beauty from out the back and coming through into third place. The home crew of Freshwater into second.
Well, you spoke about Surfers Paradise coming all the way down from Queensland to compete today. Well, they'll certainly be very happy to go home with the money, because a great performance, because today hasn't been easy for boats, and they'll take home the $400. The Borgwarner 1,000 today, also the marathon boat race earlier today, and Surfers Paradise have come down to take out the surfboat.
Yes, and Grange have sunk out the back too, you might notice. And here we have the replay of the wave that Bilgola came down. What a monstrous wave. Notice how all the rowers have walked right up the back of the boat, and they're sitting right down the back. And the sweep is doing his best to control it. Now this is the easiest part of the wave as they're first coming down. When the white water catches up, that's when the sweep really earns his money. And you can see the nose virtually go in, the sweep falls out. He's just grimly trying to hang on there, and he comes out and the water fills up the boat. And these guys are hanging on for dear life as they head in towards the finish.
But there's a certain type of madness, they say, it takes to get into one of those. Surfers Paradise, the winners of the open boat final, Freshwater second, and Bilgola have taken third. Unofficially, that is, of course.